Yo guys, I'm HP, this is Dr. Pink, and today we're going to talk about basic rock guitar training again, and we're going to talk about first licks. What are licks? Little figures which you play as a solo in a track, something like and so on. Looks quite complicated if you've never done that before, but in fact it's not so hard to do. But of course it requires some practice, and we're going through this step by step. That you're gonna, if you invest like 2 or 3 weeks of practice, regular practice, you should be able to play that stuff. But if you've never done that before, of course, it will take, with daily practice, 2 to 3 weeks, but then you're ready to go for this. So let's get started. The first thing you need to learn when you want to play licks, put them in a system. What is the system? The system is the Pentatonic box number 1, and we are on the key of E. How do we know that we are on the key of E? When you know the riff. This is the first and the last chord in the progression, and this is an E. Why? Because this is the E string. So we are playing the pentatonic box of E, and in this case we need to move up to the 12th fret. That's the one with the 2 dots, and this is the box where we are moving around, this one here, and really figure out the fingering. Index, pinky, index, ring, index, ring, index, ring, index, pinky. So this will be the box which we are playing. As a beginner, probably your fingers will do stuff like this. I know it because I've seen many doing this. That's absolutely normal. So the key is to repeat this stuff every day at least 3 times. Not so fast as I'm doing, just that you're able to do that, and also figure out that you're doing proper down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Proper picking technique, and try to flatten your fingers even they're doing stuff like that. And there's a simple technique to practice that, to flatten your fingers, just one finger after each other. Also do this practice, not so fast as I'm doing, I'm just speeding a little bit up, that it's not too complicated. And we're getting to the core of this tutorial today, so we'll also do this exercise. Now, inside this box here, you need to know this by heart. You've learned the orientation, which is around the root note. Here we have this is an E, this is an E, and this is an E. So these are the 3 notes which you need to learn by heart, that this is the root. Now, in rock, the bendings are really crucial. So in the position number 1, you have 3 major bendings. What is a bending? It's this. So you push up a string till you have the target note. The target note which you're pushing here, this one is the G string in the 14th fret. The target note is the 1, 2 frets above. You can listen, this is the note you need to go for. And the trick is that the other fingers are helping. It's not only one. Don't do stuff like this. I've seen them many times. The other fingers are helping. And the goal is that you learn to get exactly the right pressure to pull them up. That you can just jump in that note and just do the bending and go back to the root note. So that will be a first lick. Okay? Then we have another bending here with the pinky in the 15th, and that one is a bit harder because it's the pinky which has to do the bending, so the other 3 fingers are helping. Same thing again. Here up here is the key note, the target note. And here you make, start here, first learn the bending, and then do this figure here. And then you jump on this note, which is the original target note. So we have okay. And the last bending is the one here on the high E string. Same thing again, target note is here. And again, all fingers helping. Learn to do the bending. And go on the root. You finish each of those licks on the root note, so you make, here's a root, here's a root, and here's a root. So let's see how this figures out in the backing track. You can just noodle around a little bit. It's more fun with the backing track. You can also play one after each other, and that works pretty well. And then you already noticed it sounds much more or less how it should already. That's the simple truth. If you control the bendings, you're much in control of your basic guitar solo. So now out of this you can make several licks, something like this. You just move them, you start on the top bending, bending, release, root, bending, release, go to the next bending, bending, release, end up on the root. So let's do that one. Works pretty cool. Now we need an opening phrase. The opening phrase will be something like this. And then you jump in one of the three bendings. Or let's see how that works. Works pretty cool and no problemo. And if the run here is really easy to play, if it's too fast, just play it slower. You can also play it slower, that's not really the task. The task is to have my opening phrase and then do the bending. So in this training unit we are training the bendings, but we also want to train the picking technique to get faster. You know, the alternate picking, down, up, stroke. So there's a cool, really simple but cool lick here. So that's really simple. You play, you start on the 3rd fret and you use the open string, and you play 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 6, and this is the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the tempo. And you're making down, up, down, up. So really pay attention to your picking hand. And 1, 2, 3. to make it more interesting, you can start wonder. You go from 3 to 5 to 7 to 12. Looks quite impressive and it's quite easy to play. Let's do that. You can also make the changement faster. I would recommend it here. Let's do it with a faster changement. Yeah, it works. The trick is that you play those 4 notes, and since this is a really easy lick, you can fully concentrate on your picking hand. And there are 2 ways to achieve the speed. Either you make just like this, just with a full arm, or what I do, I prefer that method. It's a little bit more rare. You can see I make a movement here with thumb and index. That's a bit easier for me personally, but as I said, you can also just make with the arm or combinations, you know. And then with that method, try to gain up speed. Always keep the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Start slow, 1, and make a heartbeat on 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when we feel confident, put up the speed. And this is a way to achieve something, and it's quite simple to play. Yo guys, these were first licks on basic rock guitar training. They're quite cool. As I already said, if you're brand new to soloing, you can make it in 2 till 3 weeks. That you're able to play the stuff more or less if you practice these licks sorry, on a daily basis. I know it from the experience with all my students. If you don't practice on a daily basis, of course it will take longer, but do as you like. I mean, it's no problemo. But what is really important when you practice this stuff, this is just technical stuff, you know. Probably I've seen it with many students, your ears they can proceed what they have to do, but your hands are not doing what they want or what they should. And the key to this, at least 2 repetitions of each exercise. I would recommend 3 repetitions at least, but you make 3 repetitions, next exercise 3 repetitions, and so on. And then if you want to put more, than when you finish with all exercises, start from the beginning again. 3, 3, 3. The power of 3 will help you through this tunnel here. And lead guitar in rock is mostly technical things that your hands need to learn how to move, and that's basically just practice routine, and the talent will help you a little bit, but only a little bit, unfortunately, maybe 10%, and 90% is hard work here. So practice daily, enjoy it, and then it will come. Yo, I'm gonna write down those licks for you, plus the Pentatonic box as a PDF and guitar profile, plus this cool backing track, which I made quite slow, that it sounds cool, but it's not too hard for you guys to start with all this stuff, that you already have the experience to play with the music, enjoy with the music. It's all produced. I will produce it for you guys. It's available in the HPCrazy Guitar Academy. Please join there. Please become a premium member in order to support the work which I'm doing for you in the guitar community, and also to download the stuff here. If you love my channel, also please subscribe, and please share the world that me and Dr. Pink are existing. That's all. See you guys.